Hello and welcome everyone to another installment of the MRL Cup Series. We are live here at Talladega, one of the tracks that a lot of these racers have circled on every single racing calendar. Talladega is a track that I personally don't enjoy, but my co-host for the night, you may recognize him, you may not. Rockstar personally enjoys. Rockstar, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys take on this Dega and see who can get to the end and not be in the big one.
Just making sure you have your voice on always allow, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure because we don't want you talking and doing all this commentating, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden halfway through the race, that happened to me one time. The first quarter of the race, I was legitimately muted. So all right, just it's happened before. Just saying though. But I will also unmute BS now, so I apologize, BS, if you're hearing me. There we go. Our in-race supporter for tonight is going to be BS14 Cars. And how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. We set some blistering lap times in qualifying tonight. I put in a 1 minute 25, and you put in a 1 minute 4. So definitely, we are the class of the field. But I will just say right now, as we have about a minute or so before we actually start this race, poll goes to Baseball Kid. In the MRL Support Series (ERA), he actually won the Daytona opener there, so he knows how to get it done here at a plate track. But you have the rest of the field kind of sprinkled on in here. We also have two of the three podium finishers here join this race. We are missing Baronet. He is actually at prom, so it's actually nice to see that he is living his best life right now. But we also have WRX Mike and Story Square starting P2 and P5 respectfully. So, Rockstar, as we are about to unpause the timer, what are your expectations here for Talladega?
Um, I haven't watched a whole lot of racing this year with these guys, but I expect to see probably early on a lot of single file guys kind of learning, how each other are going to race here at Talladega. You're going to have the aggressors, you're going to have the guys that are just like, I hate this place, let's get through it. I'm just going to stay at the bottom.
Same,
And then you're going to
me,
have your
that's
guys
me.
that are, then you're going to have your guys that are like, I want to go have fun. They're going to jump to the outside. They're probably going to fall back. And then maybe later on, once these guys get their tire pressures up and setups in the way they want, you'll see some runs. You just have to know when to take them, when not to take them, and how to take them.
Well, and that's going to be the biggest thing here. There are some drivers, and we can accept our invites now. There are going to be some drivers that are actually in it to win it. They preempted this here. They formed up some alliances. I know definitely the VPR guys with the DEI guys are one of those. But then you also have those. As I'm just going to look through the running order one last time to see if there's any big names here. Bassbuck starting P12. Our Daytona winner, Cade, is starting P7. So that is the only other play track that we've been to so far this season. So he is actually starting a little bit farther up than where he is. But pivotally, he is on the inside. So rocks are kind of bouncing off what you said about getting the runs and kind of forming up and knowing when to take them. I mean, I know you personally, but drivers don't know that you love the high side here.
Well, a lot of guys think this is a single lane track, but if you got the right guys, and, you know how to use the draft. 80% of the time, you could actually make the high side work if you use it at the right opportunity. So
Well,
I
that
love running the outside.
Well, and that is what we're going to be seeing here because that high side is already moving. That bottom side, I'll tell you what, it's very surprisingly not as well formed as that high side already is. I call them swerving Irvins. That is because the people hitting the apron kind of swaying back and forth. But look at that high side. The 23 of WRX Mike is already in the lead right there and is leading that high side, breaking free of the top three.
Yeah, it looks like the 37 car is getting the old bad push from Packers. No offense to Packers, but he hates these tracks.
Oh,
And
absolutely
his cars
detest
like
them.
to show it too.
Well, that number 6 is looking to kind of automatically shift into, as WRX Mike actually leads the first lap here. Look at that, the Dale line already forming.
Oh yeah, looks like these guys have they've made some type of alliance to stick to the top here, and it seems to be working because this bottom side is well, they might be working on them a little bit. We'll have to see here.
Well, I will say right now that I also have Kalen's stream up. He is actually in a party with WX Mike. Those guys are long-time friends, so they know what to do and how to exactly do it. But yeah, look at that. The top 3 automatically getting away. The 24 is Cyber, who is chasing our points leader. Right behind him, that Mopao teammate. Those guys are definitely looking strong. They kind of automatically shift into looking at points. You were talking about Packers for a hot second. He is one of those that is in desperate need of points. He is 48 points back of the cut line because Rockstar, we are doing the top 10 lock themselves into the next Cup season, and the rest of them get shuffled down to lights to fight their way back up. And Packers is 48 points back of that cut.
I am very surprised how this top side is holding on, especially with these guys without having tire pressures or anything in. I don't know if Baseball Kid is holding back or if these guys on the outside are just, really going at it.
Well, one thing I'm noticing is that those front 4 on that top side have not left each other at all, but a little bit of contact as someone is in the middle. That is the 12 of BD Deadman, kind of going in the middle, kind of going to shuffle up this top side a little bit. That's going to give the bottom side a little bit of momentum here. As you can see, that 37 shifting forward.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and say I think BD will probably be my pick for the race. I think he always has fast cars here, and last time I was racing at Talladega with him, he had a very fast car, and we worked very good together, and I liked the way he took the run, so I think he's one of the guys to watch today.
Well, I will say VPR and DEI, those two always have a fan alliance between each other. VPR meaning you have Packers on that, you have BD on that, you have Baseball Kid on that team, and then DEI is Bassbuck and Cade. Those two, speaking of Bassbuck, he is in the middle, but he is going to find a home in that top side, unfortunately leaving the 17 of Liam out to dry.
These guys are, they seem to be being very careful with each other. No one's really hard side drafting or anything. They have a nice middle lane in the middle. They seem to be sticking away from each other here early. We'll see how long that lasts the later this gets.
Ooh, the 96 said, you know what? I gave you to it once, but you did it again, and now you are going to go to the back of this line right here. The 22 is getting a little impatient now. Did you notice that? He kind of bopped out for a hot second.
Yes, if I was the 22 right now and I saw Packers in front of me, no offense Packers, I hate dogging my boy.
Yeah, right
but,
there. There's the move.
He is not the guy you want to be pushing at Talladega or Daytona. He hates this place, and he's what we call a brick when you're pushing him.
Oh no. But with that, looks like we actually have two
cars. Oh, look at the 22.
Yeah, what a move by the 22.
By 2 of them.
Yeah, that is expertly crafted, saying, you know what, I'm sure those two are in a party chat right there, saying, you know what, let me lead the way. The top side, the 47 kind of bounces into, or from the 17, and the 96 is actually going to be put into the wall. But look at that high side. Everyone's moving to the high side. Is this the one for true Dale line?
Yeah. These guys are very committed. And I will say, if you have a group of cars like this, you can actually make it pretty difficult for people to pass you on the bottom. If no one goes down there, you are a sitting duck, just like in real life. There is so much momentum coming off the corner, especially with a big group of guys like this. It is ridiculous. I've actually ran faster lap times with a big group of people on the top lane than the bottom.
Well, one of the things that NASCAR Heat 5 actually has in real life, that the high side is actually faster, but that's because of the momentum that you carry off the corners. And look at this extremely long line. Apart from, we started this race with 16 drivers, 14 of them are actually in that front pack still. The 47's just about to lose that lead draft. as I am on board with the 18 right now, sitting right behind his, well, I guess, pseudo teammate right now in the 23. But look at that! Everyone's now shifting to the bottom. I wonder what triggered that.
I'm not sure. I thought everyone was satisfied with what they were doing. Something must have happened. Something probably happened mid-pack. Someone cut down, and no one wanted to lose a position, so they all cut down at once.
Well, unfortunately, we did lose another one. BS,
oh, 17.
Yeah, 17 in the back of this little pack right here, did kind of bop out of line. So that is going to let everyone kind of get back into it. The 23 is going to get back into line, the 17 and the 6. But you don't want to lose this lead pack here because this front pack is trucking.
Yes, it looks like the 12 and 20 are in currently no man's land. You don't want to be in that position, especially when these guys are in line at the bottom. They're just going to pull away every lap. You got to hope for a caution here. That's the only thing that's going to get these guys back into contention.
Well, here's the thing. So we kind of actually saw this in last season's Talladega race. Almost, and Rockstar, I swear to God, this actually happened here. Oh, pardon me. I swear to gosh, this actually happened here. The entire first pack going into the first round of pit stops sped. Every single one of them. Every single one of them sped. But the second pack, when they came on down, no one sped. By the time the second round of pit stops came around, the first pack that sped caught the second pack. So these guys are definitely not out of it yet.
Oh, no. I have not seen that extreme to where everyone sped in the first pack. I've been one thing I like about this league. I'll say this: the black flags. It definitely changes the way you attack the race, especially with the limited cautions. It brings out an extra factor of skill. I have been caught multiple times and lost multiple races or chances to win in this league because of that black flag getting on the pit road. It is very difficult.
Well, looks like to me, yes, you are correct in saying that it is very difficult to get on pit road. We are getting word that the 4 is lagging, so yes, I will issue our first lag warning for the night. And I actually just saw it right there, kind of checked up the entire field there for a hot second. You kind of see him swaying back and forth. That is not him.
Trick.
Yeah, that is actual lag right there. So I will issue our first lag warning. Lag. It's almost in every single race, whether it be actually part of your internet provider or server, but especially on super speedways, so important.
Oh, most definitely. A lot of times, sometimes the guy that you like to work with starts to lag, and you just have to. The rest of the race, you pretty much go into solo man because lag is in this game, unfortunately. And I think a lot of that has to do with, you got PS5s, you got PS4s, you got a older game, and hopefully in the next game, as bad as it is, I will say it looks like online lag and everything seems very smooth. So hopefully as we get further into console racing, that becomes less and less an issue. But this is something we have to deal with until hopefully that happens one day.
Well, I mean, I guess fingers crossed that can only happen sooner rather than later. You can see that Xander's getting a little impatient behind that 4. He knows that he is lagging a little bit, and he keeps trying to poke his nose below. But that 4 is stout. I mean, that is US Trek. To kind of rewind for a hot second, I was talking about Packers and how he's behind the 8 ball when it comes to being below the cut line. The 4 and the 22 are 10th and 11th in points right now. 2 points of separation. So, essentially, whoever finishes in front of the other will be 10th and 11th in points. And right now, the 4 knows full well what he has to do the rest of the season.
How many races do you have left till the cutoff?
After this, we have 6 more.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a big factor, and a lot of guys know. Look, I can make up a lot of points, or I can lose a lot of points in this race.
Oh well, Packers knows. Look, I mean, I was talking to him beforehand, knowing that this race was up on board. We have 2 super speedways in this schedule, and he knew that this and I guess Daytona, the season opener, was one of the worst tracks that he has on the entirety of this game, for obvious reasons that you've already went into. So you know that it is basically do or die for him when it comes to making the top 10 at these tracks.
Yeah, I would say he's not the guy that has it circled. He probably has it crossed out. Trying to not
weeks
see
in
that
advance.
date.
But the biggest thing I want to point out here is we are, as soon as actually...
the 4-1!
Oh!
Xander is being very impatient with the 4 car. That's one thing you do not want to be behind, is a guy that lags, especially with limited cautions. All it takes is one little lag surge back, and boom, the whole field behind him could be destroyed, no caution. And that could be your race. You never know.
Well, that is exactly what you almost saw right there. The 1 keeps on putting his nose underneath him, but like I said, the 4 knows exactly what he has to do. So he is very stout on keeping that 5th place position. Right now, we are on 80 laps to go, and coming around now, I'm on board with Kalen, and I know BS, you're here as well, so feel free to chime in. We have 5 laps of fuel for Kalen, so we're going to be seeing our first round of pit stops here soon, Rockstar.
Yeah, I always realized on my relied on my buddy Chicken when it came to strategy. I was the guy that said, hey, this is when we're making the move. He was the guy saying, hey, we're pitting now. This is how far our fuel. I'm terrible at the whole fuel thing. I'm more of the guy of action, so I am not the guy to make the call for when we pitting, when are we not pitting.
Well, look at this. The back of this pack here, especially so close to pit stops, the 6 of Packers may be right out of the draft range. He may be able to hold on to the 17 very quickly. I think the 1 kind of got knocked out of line, especially by the 8. By the 4, again, knowing full well that that 4 car is lagging, the 1 keeps on putting his nose underneath there, only to be kicked back up on track.
Whew, Packers barely caught the end of that. He got lucky at the point where they caught is where they kind of all stack up going into the corner.
Count your lucky stars, I guess.
Well, I could be wrong. He is. I hate to say. No, he's got it. He took the brick off for a second.
Well, that is the biggest thing here. Let's actually check on in with our second pack right here. So led by BD, the 47 of Bassbuck, who at one point, I should say, Bassbuck was leading the points 4 races ago, and now he's P4 in the standings. So he is. That is because of 2 consistent string of last place finishes does not help out his cause. So I apologize, P3 in the standings. Excuse me. So he's looking for a good night here, but don't count out these guys out yet, because 3 cars, I mean, more cars lose the draft. That is just gonna flow back into them, meaning more positions are gonna be lost, and pit stops are gonna be crucial when it comes to that. We're gonna naturally see some people be slow on the uptick, get pit road speeding penalties, and lose the draft, and that's only going to benefit those back 3.
Yeah, and like you said earlier in the year, you had or last year, you had the whole front pack speed. So these guys just got to stay bumper to bumper, keep their head down, keep trucking. You can't give up, because there's always that opportunity to say half that field or even more of half that field speeds. They're probably going to end up near you, around you, and then you just get that group of people you push up. More cars, the better.
Ooh, the 23. I don't know what happened there, but he got kicked out of line. Oh, we're seeing our first round of pit stops, Rockstar. People bowing below the apron, kind of signifying that, hey, I am pitting. So we're going to see how many people come on down this first round. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 6. A lot of people.
Maybe.
Oh, the 37. What was that? Being up on track, that's going to stack up. Is that going to be?
That's a stack up.
So the 37. Yeah.
I like what the guys that stayed out, I like what they did. You know everyone's coming, and there's that opportunity of these guys are going to have nice, clean entries, and the only risk is they might be, a little bit behind this pack as they come to pit if they came out, if everyone got clean, but their reward now is, okay, they just wrecked getting in pit road. We have the opportunity to fly by them.
And now that is going to be the biggest thing here. Who sped and who didn't? I saw the 37. Looks like the 18 sped. The 18 of Kalen sped on pit lane. So look at this. US Trek sped.
Before.
Oh my goodness. And here comes the second pack right now.
Points.
Oh, wow. But again, the 4, huge points implication. Thank you, Rockstar. Perfect transition. The 22 was in the second round of pit stops, and he came in slow and steady. And now he is with this lead pack right now. So we're going to see how these guys get up to speed. Looks like the top 3 gap themselves from the 96 and the other custom 23. Weird how they both picked the 23. I don't know how that worked, but the 23 of WRX Mike, the one that looks like Bubba Wallace's McDonald's scheme, that is WRX
Yes.
Mike. He's coming around the front stretch right now. He's just absolutely going to leave these guys in the dust. I mean, that is not even a question. The 22, the blend rule, I like what they're doing. That is respectful. The 22 is perfectly fine with coming out where he did. So I like that, but the 24 and the 14 are going to lose a little bit of time to this front pack by being below that yellow line. So
the one thing the second group has going for them is they have more cars. So if they do not need to race each other. They need to get grouped up, single file, and run these guys down. And then once you run them down, go have fun. Right now is not the time to battle, and this 23 car is just, he's deciding that he's going to lead this entire race.
Well, hey, WRX Mike knows how to get it done on super speedways. You personally don't know him, but I do. He prides himself on how well he is at super speedways. He is one of those super speedway aces. But look at the second pack here, the Mopawa and the 22. So the 24 and the 14 are Mopawa teammates, that's their team name. And you have the 96 and the 23 of the second pack here, of Soy Square. That is the Chaos Crew. They're also teammates. But now those 5 are going to get lined up and they're going to chase on down that top 3. So the 22 being the odd one out on this teammate sandwich right here. So, but hey, that's exactly what he wants to be doing right now. That is just picking up the pieces. And it looks like the 12 actually, I think the 12 maybe sped. VS, can you fill us in on that?
Yeah, he sped.
Oh, wow.
Like BD, and it also looks like the what car was it?
37.
Looks like Packers also sped, or something happened. He has lost complete draft. Looks like he's coming up on the 17. These guys might group up.
Yeah, well, I guess some draft is better than no draft. And it looks like out of those that did speed, it's little 2-car packs. You have the 18 and the 4, and then behind them is hang on, I was just on board with you, the 47 and the 20. So, yeah, little 2-car packs.
Also.
Yeah, the 37 as well, all by his lonesome. So, yeah, these guys right now, that is what we were talking about, just execution on pit road. Yes, Talladega is her foot to the floor, have fun. But you got to know how to get on pit road because you're going to be pitting. Oh, looks like the 23 does not want to lead right there. So that is him actually getting out of line and letting the 1 actually lead a lap. So look at that, showing a little bit of mercy.
That might be a little bit of a fuel strategy call there for him, just so he can make it another lap with these guys. You lead the whole race. You might be 1 lap short than the rest of these guys.
Well, let's actually do the math on that, because I said the fuel roll, but I didn't actually calculate that. So the fuel run is to a tank is 19 laps. Okay, so 19 plus 19, we're going to be expecting them in around lap 37, 38. Okay. Plus another 19, goes to 57, then plus another 19, that's 76. That is going to be our final run for the night. Because if you make it to lap 76, as in like you're running the entire fuel tank dry, no saving, you're going to be to the good by 1 singular lap. That means at some point throughout the entirety of the race, you will have to save some kind of fuel. That
might currently could be the play by the 23. Maybe not. Maybe he He was giving his, I don't know if they're friends in one car, maybe some bonus. I don't know if you get bonus points for leading a lap, but
You do actually 5 bonus points.
maybe they worked out some agreement, or it could be fuel.
Well, I will tell you what. I guess this is probably the longest we've ever had in a cup race where a a points-paying driver has like the longest amount of time before they've actually led a lap. Usually it's been one of the cup regulars up on front, but WX Mike leading the most laps so far. And again, right there goes another shuffle. The 8 to the point.
This second pack is about to jump on the outside of this first pack.
They're trucking right now.
They just, I just heard the engine change on the 24. His engine is revving high. They're ready to. Well, I'm interested to see if they're going to jump out, which personally I would.
Well,
he
but
peaked
I think
too
that was
soon. He peaked way too soon.
Yeah, yep.
He peaked way too soon, and the whole pack is shuffled now. Killed the entire run. Oh,
but
I
you know
was looking
what?
forward to that.
I like what the 24 did. He was going to go outside, but I guess improper communication. He stuck with his teammate. In the 14.
Yeah. You got to, with those runs, you got to pull up the last second smoothly, because you want that second car pushing you to smoothly transition with you. If you're just slinging it out there, you scrub so much speed, and the 24 and the 14 just weren't on the same page. Luckily, no wreck came from it, and these guys just get to keep trucking. They got their first goal, and they got back to them. So now they can work on maybe a second run if they need to.
Well, actually, wonderful thing right there, wonderful insight from a possible wreck being avoided. The 14 is our points leader. If he would have wrecked right there, that would have opened the floodgates for the 24, the 47, everyone on back to gain some much-needed points. And now you see the 8 bowing out of line to try to not lead this race. And the 23 is going to go with him. No one wants to lead this race right now.
I'm curious how the fuel looks, because, like you said, you did the math. I'm wondering, maybe they're just, wanting that one extra lap or a couple laps, because one thing they could do is take less fuel. Maybe they're trying to get it where they can take less fuel, because you take less fuel, less weight, your car is going to be a little bit quicker. So when you do make that move, you might have a, just a slight edge if you say you go to the outside on speed.
Well, I mean, who knows? Who's to say? I mean, like I said, you have, like, if you go the entire 19-lap stint, you have only 1 lap to the good. But that's pitting, what, four times? So, like, 19 times 4, just double-checking my math on that. Yeah, that's pitting 4 times. So that means you have to be pitch perfect every time. And now one thing here is... with those that sped, this front pack is actually going to be catching the lap cars, and that's just only going to be adding to their rank. And it looks like it's going to be the 12 that's going to be the first one to get up here.
Did I give him the broadcaster curse?
Oh, the 12? I mean, I don't know.
I picked him.
Well, I mean, honestly, we saw this as well in a different series. This was the Challenger series that runs every Tuesday. The one thought about going high, but what a block by the 12. That is
this is gonna shuffle the field.
Yeah, that did. That shuffled the entirety of this pack here. That was to stay on the lead lap. That's everything that he's valid to do. He can race to keep his lap, but the 14 got separated from his teammate in that battle. So that was a move that may not work on out for the 14, but that 12, as long as he hooks on to this pack, will work on it for him in a bit of a long run as the 22 with a major lag spike. Oh my goodness, that's going to kill the 14's run, and he's probably going to lose this draft.
14 and 12.
14 and
That's
12.
Unfortunate.
Oh, super unfortunate. Just terrible timing.
The 12, oh no, looks like the 12 might still be hanging on.
Oh yeah, he'll be fine, but the 14, our points leader,
left dry.
Championship implications. Literally.
There's no worse feeling than that. When you're in that draft, you have a chance, and you have that speed, and it's a lot of fun because you're going fast, and there's that opportunity to win. When you're in that position, you're just holding it down, and you can just hear the engine rev down, and it's no fun.
Well, it looks like I wonder if that was another lag spike. I actually was giving our first lag warning to the 22. I wonder if the 12 just kind of backed off in order to. I can't assume if that was another one. There's no way I could tell.
It looked like I think he would have edged out, but I did see the 12 smack the wall going into the corner, so it was maybe another lag, but I can't confirm. I don't think you slow yourself down with the wall like the way he did. There was definitely some type of contact.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be crucial here. So I'm actually, like I said, I'm on board with the 18 and the 4 of US Trek. I don't know what's going on with the 17 and the 6. If they just can't decide who wants to lead and who doesn't. But the 18 and the 4 are catching these two. So just kind of for reference here, that is for what? P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's for P8, 9, 10, and 11 right there. So these 4 are going to be together pretty dang soon here because Packers is not on the tail of the 17, but the 4 and the 18 are linked together. So that, and Rockstar, you know that if you're not together, like if you're not like bumper to bumper drafting, you are not going anywhere.
No, the 6 and the 17 don't seem to they don't seem to want to work either. They don't want to work together, or they're just decided, all right, if we slow down, get these other 2 cars, we can stop the bleeding faster. Which sometimes you have to make that call. It's like, all right, let's go ahead and take the fall, stop the bleeding a little bit faster, and see if we can gain some momentum and stop the bleeding. You know.
Yeah.
So it could be that, or if they literally just don't want to work with each other.
Well, maybe it could be one or the other here, but again, the 37 baseball kid who we saw, well, I mean, I guess he pit from still on track and got himself wrecked. He is now in this front pack. That's going to be huge for his race as he was able to latch on, and now he's just going to be coasted around right here. So while we just kind of surf through the field and just take a lap alongside our P2 Cyber, I'm going to take a look at Kalen's perspective to see how spaced out we are in this 16-car lobby. So it looks like UK has a very long distance before he hits the 17 and the 6 of Packers, and then the 18 and the 4. So I apologize. UK is P8, so that means the 17 of Liam is P9, Packers P10.
I hate to interrupt you, but I think the 22 just backed into another car. The 37 is also lost the draft.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's 2 cars now that he's backed into, or maybe 3. I can't see any other reason these guys would drop back. I didn't witness it, but I have a feeling, you know, if it happens multiple times, it ain't a strategy call.
Well, unfortunate for him. He has one more lag warning before he will be asked to leave. And again, this is a crucial race for him because he's already gaining so many points on his competitor that with all these lags, he just kind of has to bite the bullet and just be the final car in any given line. Because he does not
this is this is where you just ride in the back. Even if a car follows into the field, you're like, hey man, just get in front of me. I'll just follow your draft.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get to the end here. I need the best points possible.
I do not want to be asked to leave. It is a 3-strike you're out policy, and he has 1 more. So I think right there that is crucial for him. But another thing that's crucial is UK was able to latch onto BD. So those 2 are drafting, and they're going to be closing in on the 37 of baseball kid here pretty soon. So little packs are being formed here, and let's take a look at this 18 and 4. They are almost in drafting distance of the 17 and the 6. I don't know what those 2 are doing, but they are about to lose 2 positions by the 18 and the 4. Those are teammates for the Chaos crew, so they are in a chat together knowing that, hey, we can catch these guys. Don't leave my bumper.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's a strategy of them stopping the bleeding because if I was going to stop the bleeding, I would have already fell back to the point where we're drafting. These guys seem to be just literally not working with each other, which I don't understand the call. I've been in their shoes. The guy that wrecked me, not happy with him, but at the end of the day, I'm going to push him or he's going to push me. No matter what at that point, you know, you don't have a
Yes.
choice. It's kind of the funny thing about plate tracks. People are like, really don't like this guy, but you know what? The plate gods have said you must work with each other.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean that's the thing, and especially in a caution-free race so far, and I am actually seeing that Kalen's light is on. So I'm assuming that we're going to be seeing some pit stops this time.
The leaders just took lap 39.
Thank you, BS. You've been rather quiet lately. How's your race going?
Boring.
Well, you're on the lead lap, so you're doing all right. So, you're doing a lot better than 3 other people, so that's good. Speaking of those 3 other people,
I think I just saw the 18 pull down on pit road.
well, that is. I'm sure he's pit with the 4. Am I correct in saying
Yep,
that?
the 18 and 4 did pull down on pit road. It looks like the guys behind them
Oh, and
also
here comes
pulled
the
down
front
pit
pack.
road.
Here comes the front pack. The Chaos Crew and WRX Mike. So it's a
Ooh.
but they came in super hot. Did they
Yeah, the
speed?
8 rammed the 1. It'll be
Oh.
very interesting. The benefit of coming in first with that lead package, you're carrying so much momentum, and the fact that you could probably pull out in front of everybody, there's that scary fact of that whole field coming in at once. It can destroy a race.
And again, the 18 sped again.
Oh no.
2 pit stops in a row. He sped again. But the 47 to 20 though had a lovely stop. Here goes a 24. There goes a 22. The 1 and the 8 both sped. New leader, 24 of Cyber, and P2, the 22 of Cade.
If I'm the 22 here, I'm like, buddy, I'm pushing you.
Cyber, I'm pushing you, man. I am not passing until
You're
last
not
lap.
allowed to. You're not allowed to put. I'm not allowed to push. I mean, you're not allowed to push me.
Oh my goodness. So here is the rest of the pack, by the way. The 96, the 23, and the 23. I don't know how that happened, but
This
both
field
23s.
is strong out.
Yes, but that's what makes it so fascinating because, like I said, we saw this last season. So many speeding penalties, so many lag incidents. You think your race is over? Just keep your foot on it. More people make mistakes.
Oh, I think baseball kid sped again.
He may just call it a night, honestly. I think
Oh,
BD
man.
just called it a night, honestly. Yep, he is not moving on pit road. The 12 is our first DNF of the race.
I could feel that pain. There's some times where you just get frustrated to the point like I need to leave before I cause more issues.
Well, here is a big thing here. That I don't know what happened to this second pack here, but they are absolutely. Oh, they actually jumped the first pack right here, and the 22 is going to roll with the 24 here. So the 24 is not going to have enough momentum. That's going to shift down to the bottom side here. But the 22 of Cade is
Oh, they got some
rocking
momentum
and
up
rolling.
top. The 24 could clear, but he's probably going to stick with him, so probably not going to work.
It's gonna fizzle out here. But some information though is the 47 and the 20 are the next cars to go a lap down. The 47.
So the
are fast
23,
ones.
this is our lead pack, correct? The
Yeah.
23 and 24, okay.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
top 5 is now the is the lead pack. WRX Mike is our leader.
There's a bunch of guys screaming. There's debris on the track.
There's debris. Oh man, knowing some people, they're probably just like, okay, I'm gonna wreck into you. I'm gonna make it look like an accident. But yeah, no, the 12 is our first DNF of the race. Oh, I don't know if that was a fake or what, but that really backed on out. Look at that. The 22 knows exactly what happened right there. He's gonna let the 47 in, I think, hopefully. Ooh, don't cause a wreck, man. Don't cause a lag wreck. that's all he's hoping for.
If I'm him, if that guy sticks to the pack, I'm letting him in front of me regardless of what lap he's on. You do not want to lag wreck a lap car and take yourself out of these points, especially in the points tense situation you're in.
Yes. Oh, I wonder if him going to the outside like that is.
Oh.
Oh.
Tell the 47 get off of me.
Tell the 47 go. Stay low. Stay low. Fast, just please. So huge information here. I think that's what he's trying to do.
So
he's trying to like tell him, no, go, stop following me.
Involved in points in this? Is he trying to make the? Is this the big brain play? Maybe his teammate, needs this 22 out of the race.
No, the 47 of Bassbuck is 189 points above the cut. He keeps going to the high side. The 22 is telegraphing to the 47. Stay low. I'm trying to drop. Oh my goodness me. But huge actual thing here is that the 18 of Kalen, the 23 of WRX Mike, did not go around him. He purposely fell in line. And that is a little bit of, I'm sure, teamwork right there. They're not officially on a team together, officially, quote-unquote, but I'm sure they're in a party chat together. And that means that the 18 will remain on the lead lap and be the pusher. Or be the leader here. Oh, the leader of this pack, but the 23 behind of WRX Mike is the leader. I'm sorry. You know what I mean.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but I just want... Oh, no! Oh, my... Oh, no.
Did that just happen?
No. I feel terrible. He tried to let him go so much. And I'm not sure if it was lag, but it, Oh. You could just hear it in the engine rev.
We'll give one freebie. I'll break my own rule a little bit because the 22 kept signal. Yeah, see, he's doing it right there too. He's trying to like get out of the way. We'll give a freebie. The 47.
If I was in your shoes, that's exactly what I would do. Cause
yeah, see, exactly
you can't
right
blame a guy when he's trying to get out of the way, and the guy is. I don't know if it's intentional. I hope it's not intentional. You don't want to intentionally just ruin a guy's race based off of knowing he has lag. You've definitely heard, hey, this guy has 2 lag warnings, and he's trying to let you go. That seems almost intentional.
Yeah, and see, right there, proof is in the pudding right there. The 22 drafted with the 20, with the high side, to let him in right there. The 22, that's what he was trying to signal the entire time. So I'll break my rule a little bit and give him a freebie. He was telegraphing so hard to the 47, saying, hey, go, stay low, I'm dropping to the rear. And the 47 of Bassbuck either just didn't get it or would not listen. So let's continue on here. Let's look through the rest of the pack. So it looks like, if I'm correct in my assumption here, you have the 14 of UK here that is next in line. If I'm not mistaken, this is P7 in the race. P7, that means P8, because Nathan and Xander are the ones that are drafting. These two, like I said, both sped on that last pit stop, and those two in front, which is the 14 and 37, those are not for position. The 37 is a lap down. The 14 is not. The 1 and the 8, though, are for position, and those two are, what do you say, about like 5 seconds behind?
I would say so. I'm trying to get a real picture of what...
Well, 1 Mississippi.
Okay, so that's the 47. Okay, I was mistaking the 37 and 47 as the same car. I see now. Okay.
Yeah. Nathan actually in the chat saying that he is P8, so I apologize. So that means P6 is UK, P7 Xander, P8 is Nathan Agent Orange. So I don't know what happened to the 4. 4 is...
I think the 4, when the 18 sped, I think the 4 got screwed out of a partner.
And I think he's dropping back to the 47, so there's someone. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. But yeah. Oh man,
so, I got a question for you. Caution free? Caution free?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It'll be late. It'll be late. I will say it will probably be the final pit stop. I can almost guarantee it. But that'll be the worst news the 22 has gotten all race, if there is a caution.
Yeah, if I'm 22, I'm screaming. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing. BS, I'm sorry, we cut you off. What's going on?
I said there's no worse cod here to help us out with that.
Yeah, there's no worse caught in this race. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So with that, the 20 of BS here, which by the way, you're in P13,
12.
P12. Okay, my bad. So that means Kalen's in P11. Oh, I should have probably just looked over to my left, honestly. It's right there. So Kalen, despite speeding twice, has been gifted the ability to go fast via his pseudo teammate in the 23. So he is just basically keeping him out in front, saying that, you know what, you're going to lead this pack here, and we're going to lead this 7-car pack here, all the way around. The 14, you can see him just in the back of your screen right there. That is P6. The top 5 in this pack are the 23, also the 23, the 96, the 24, and the 22. Oh, big move right there. That 23 either wants to go or he doesn't want to lead. Oh, he does want to go. He does want to go.
Oh, maybe the 18 and 23 came to an agreement.
Beautifully
I think the
choreographed.
23 and 18 came to an agreement.
What a choreographed move right there. If that doesn't prove that they're in a party chat together, I don't know what else does.
So I think what happened here is the 18, they're like, hey, can you save me some fuel, and then I'll save you some fuel in the back run. Even though you're a lap down, we can work this out together. Benefit both each other.
Yes. We have, I should probably check up on some comments here because we do have some people that are in the race. I apologize for missing you.
Have the bots shown up yet?
No, the bots have not shown up yet. I'm very surprised.
No, our biggest fans.
We have Nathan, who has been our primary one, kind of giving us race information. You know he's listening. Pied Piper's in chat saying very nice and reasonable of you, Patton. Of course, we like to be very nice and reasonable. JK, no, I like to time people out for no reason. So with that, we are in how many laps right now, BS?
We are on. Well, they are on lap 52. I'm on lap 51.
Sounds like you need to go faster.
Yeah, I wish I could. I just need to turn on the night.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you blew qualifying. Maybe if you would have started.
No, it's because BD surged into me at the beginning of the race for some reason.
Well.
I think I lagged on his screen as well, though, because he dropped back, so.
It'd be like that.
I'm not sure what happened there, yeah.
Well, or you just need to pull a Ryan Newman and go Rocket Man in third gear.
Yeah, there you go. I was like, oh, oops, I shifted down.
Cade would not appreciate that.
No, he would not appreciate it. In fact, actually, I should probably also catch up on the Discord messages, because I do actually like to do that. We have, literally Cade in the chat saying, sorry for being laggy, don't kick me, please. Oh, Cade. Oh, my goodness me. Let's see here. BD, not a happy man. He disconnected. So I don't know if that was against server or if that was by choice. But like I said, he is one of those cars out of this race. But as Liam would say, that's a spot. Hey, it's true though. When you are behind that, any spots that you can take, go ahead, man.
Oh yeah.
So with that, especially
gotta see
if you're
some positive.
Yeah, especially if you're in as close of a points battle like the 22 of Cade. Now, crucially for him though, that is probably one of another thing that probably he doesn't want to see is that now if there is a caution, that means there is less cars out on track and more positions he could potentially lose, and it can separate him from the 4. Right now he's sitting a wonderful P5, so he just basically just wants to hit his marks, honestly.
Yeah, these guys seem very calm and content with what they got going on. This 23, I'm very impressed with this 23. I like.
Which one?
We're making some moves here. The 20, the other 23 is making some moves. I don't know if this is planned or they just jumped them.
That was like I said, the Chaos Crew maneuver right there. Those two are teammates. But he hits the apron a little bit. That's going to choke on up the inside a little bit. Nothing too crazy. we've seen worse. But yeah, that is now the Chaos Crew 1 and 2. So teammates up here, I should say, is first, second. Cyber lost his teammate in the 14. I apologize. He is now P6. Let's actually go on board with him and see where he's at. So the 37 of Baseball Kid, and look at the difference of those that draft and those that don't, meaning Liam and Packers. Those have basically stabilized, and they have not gained any ground on, or the two behind have not gained any ground on them. So that is the 1 and the 8 specifically. So Xander probably had one of the most boring races of his life, but you know, sometimes it happens like that. And then you also have another 2-car pack in the 4 and 47. Yes, exactly. Plate racing where, Rockstar, you've seen it, where mistakes compounded more mistakes. The 18, who's in P11, sped twice. But there have been more drivers that have either lost the draft or, I don't know, I mean, like, probably spun like the 37 did. And so you can still gain some positions. You don't know where you're going to finish until the final lap comes.
If I'm BS right now, I know that's your teammate up there, but I am trying to figure out how to get around that 18 right now. That is for the free pass, if I'm not mistaken, right? The 18 and 20?
Yes, BS.
If I'm BS, I am trying everything. I mean, you really have nothing to lose. You're the last. You know the 22 is not going to try to pass you. Worst case scenario, he will actually try to push you, but he is not going to be pushed. So you can use that to your advantage and try to get a move on the 18. Even if they try to get around the 24, get closer to the 18. You want to be there. If some random caution comes out, you don't want to be stuck a lap down when this gets reset. You want to have that lead lap free pass and be there for the end of the race.
Well, I think, honestly, BS, you're probably planning your next pit stop. That will probably be the next opportunity for just gain a spot for free here. Because you're probably betting that the 18 is going to speed again, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Might
what
as
I
well
was
go 3
going
for
to say.
3.
I'm just going to wait for him to speed again and take the spot for free.
Look at that.
As the
96.
Chaos teammates swap roles.
Now that's the 96 that will gain a lap lead right there. That's 5 bonus points. Now that was probably choreographed right there, saying it's like, okay, you know, you've been out front. The 23, both 23s, I should say, Rockstar, are not running for points. You know, they're the sportsman drivers that got invited here. They're just here for wins. The 96, the points earners in this top pack are actually 3 drivers in this top 5. You have the 96, you have the 18, or sorry, the 24 and the 22. So that is first in this line, 5th and 7th in this line.
We have some Packers and the 17 come down pit road, so we should probably expect these guys to come in next time by and the lap after that.
Yes, it looks like as well the 1 and the 8 have both also made their stops. So yes, we are in our next round of pit stops here. So it looks like the 1 and the 8 again will just be nose and stern. So that is teammates right there for GMI and Grand Racing Incorporated. Those are satellite teammates, much like VPR and DEI are. Essentially, they're just offshoots of one another. The 37 and the 14 are going to be pitting yet again. Those two are pitting together. Now we're going to be seeing when this front pack will be coming. Rockstar, do you see anyone signal?
I saw the 18 and 20, so I think the 18 and 20 are coming.
Oh, there they go.
Look like just some lonely gentlemen coming to pit road. Oh, it looks like...
Oh, get it woed down there, BS.
That, if you made it, that's the play. If you made it, that's the play right there. That is the move for the lead lap right there. I like that. Good play.
If he didn't speed.
Yeah,
I was 49 in the pit, so I'm fine. 15.8, we're good.
Okay, that was the lucky dog right there. Now watch that Kalen got like a 15-1 stop.
That'd be heart race right there.
Oh, no.
You make a crazy nice move, getting it on brakes, risking everything, and then just the
and the 18's just like, no, I'm going to pull a 14-second stop out of my butt. Oh, my God. Oh, I thought that was it for a second. Okay. Oh, and here comes the rest of this pack.
Coming to pit road.
Oh, and they're all coming in rather hot, but they all stay off each other.
Oh,
oh, limited contact.
Oh, the 23. He's going to lose some spots for that, unfortunately, but I do not think he'll lose the pack.
What was he pushed to go in speed on pit road? That would be crucial. There's the bots. There they are. It only took half this race, but we finally got there. So I'm going to be curious as if Story Square got a pit road speeding penalty there. That would be heartbreaking if he did. We're going to be on board with this pack to see. There goes the 96, the 22, the 24, and nope, the 23 is fine.
No, he seems to be good.
Yep.
He's...
Oh, he should be counting his lucky stars.
Yes.
Now, if I'm the 22, get out of the...
also had...
the 22, Kate, it's like, no, get me out of here. I don't want to be here.
Good call, good call. On the 22.
T-Bird doesn't want to be there either. Yep,
this
the 22,
is the
yep.
lap, I risk it if I'm the 22.
Oh,
but,
well, and honestly, there's... Yeah,
I'm waiting to the end.
Yeah. It's Cyber, what are you doing?
Oh,
Cyber, what are you doing?
Not only is there risk
Oh, it's
in
right
the 22.
there! It happened! The 24 had to have seen it coming. That's why he's running the top side. But luckily...
he did not wreck him.
Yeah. It was just a little bit spiked. These guys were not up to full song quite yet. But that is why the 22 is running the top side.
I tell you one thing, this 24 is about to get his doors blown off.
Oh, yes. Look at that lead pack. Everyone executed that perfectly. What was this front pack is basically just a little bit of shuffle going on. Cyber, I don't know what he's doing, honestly.
Nobody wants to lead?
Yeah, Rockstar, kind of fill me in here. Is that a secret tech that I'm not aware of, or?
Wait, I'm sorry. What would you say?
What the 24 just did there. Think of it like this: the 22 is all by his lonesome, and he's actually going about the same speed as those guys drafting. Is there some games going on here?
The 24's. If these guys are trying to build a run, if I'm the 24, I'm either half throttling, because you can half throttle and kind of kill whatever run they're getting. And the thing is, you gotta time it right, because if you half throttle too much, they're just gonna beat you by speed. So there's a sweet spot of killing a run and then just getting your doors blown off because you're not full throttle. And these guys are really dragging the brake. They're trying to get a run on him. He's actually too far out now. It's almost too late for him.
Yeah, this is
you
rather bizarre.
You got to kill that way beforehand.
This is well. I mean, do you think there's maybe some fuel games? I mean,
this could be fuel. This could be fuel because these guys aren't even. If I'm the 24, they want me to lead, I'm half throttling. I have saved fuel as the leader because people are going so slow. I've half throttled to about 75% throttle. You could save fuel as a leader and make it harder for the guys behind you to save fuel because there's not enough gaps for them to save fuel. Or, you're all going slow enough that you're both saving fuel at the same amount. So if I'm the 24, if they want to save fuel, I'm saving fuel.
Well, BS, help us out here. What's our fuel window looking like right now? Is there, are we in danger of not making it? I mean, have they been pitting too early?
No, we should be completely fine. I think they're playing games so they can do it 3/4 of a tank instead of a full tank.
Oh, and maybe even two tires. Maybe even 2 tires there, Rockstar.
Yeah. Like I said, I was talking about maybe they were trying to save enough fuel so they could take, less fuel, which less fuel means, you have less weight, more speed. A guy that has to take a full tank, even if you all take 4 tires, you're going to be a little bit faster than him. Say you pop to the outside. You need every inch of speed if you're going to pop to the outside. So little things like that, or just single file running. Say there's 2 packs. You being a little bit faster, that's going to benefit your pack.
Well, this is where the chess game starts. We've seen, okay. Let's just kind of do a race rewind real quick. We've seen the mistakes kind of lead us to this point. We have drivers spread out all throughout this track and little packs with one another. Looks like actually Packers is the one that's lagging instead of Liam. That's weird. Weird how that works. So we have drivers. I'm shuffling along with them everywhere on this track. Some by themselves, some in 2-car tandems. But this lead pack have been the ones that have been near flawless. And even then, in this lead pack, only 5 of them are battling for the win. The other 2, the 20 and the 18, are the ones that are a lap down. So, it's been like one of those races that is like, okay, we've done our part. We've done the hard job of just making sure we've made zero mistakes. Let's start putting on our thinking caps and how do we win this race now?
So I do like the position the 14, 37, and 4 car are in currently. I don't think they're laps down, but
They are trucking. I am seeing that
they
right now.
I like the position because guess what? They have nothing to, you know what? Screw fuel. We don't need that. We're going to get to the pack, and this is their biggest opportunity to get back in the race because they're full throttle. They have nothing to lose. This race was almost over for them, and now these guys are playing games up in front of them. They are trucking, getting back to the pack. Fuel, they don't care. Let's just get there, and we'll figure out that later.
Well, and this
Well,
is...
I like that.
37 are behind me and Caleb, so...
Well, here is the thing as well. I'm also hearing from Nathan, who was, I guess, our secondary in-race reporter then, that they are also catching the leaders. But we are on board with this 14. The 37 and the 4 are a lap down. Look at that in just one singular lap, how much they have gained.
Oh
This
my
is
god,
the
these
price.
guys are really playing games.
This is the price that playing games gets you, is look how slow they're going, and the 14, who was out of this race, is now saying, hello boys, I'm back, and he's already caught the draft.
I take this. I mean, you got nothing to lose. Go take the lead, pull away, because, you know, these guys want to play games.
Look at
I'm going
this.
to pull away,
Look at
go
this
to the
run coming.
outside.
Look at this run coming.
Make them chase you down. Like, because you could play this two ways. You know, these guys are saving fuel hard. Go hard. I run the middle lane. Force them to get stacked up running the middle lane.
New leader, the 14.
Just so they can't. I would just keep it to the pedal of the metal. Run the middle. Make them have to chase you down. You know, make them use that fuel.
Wow.
Make them change their strategy. This is huge.
But what baffles me here, Rockstar, is we heard from BS is that you were good. You did not have to save fuel at all, but they chose to do it, and now here they are.
Yeah, I don't get what they're trying to achieve here.
I mean, unless they're truly trying to go for the the 2 tire stop to save some time. But the thing is, we have a big thing now with just games being played that I just don't get.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I wish these guys had just passed all. I wish they'd run the middle, because I've played this game where the field was playing this game, and I ran the middle, and it screwed them all up. They didn't know what to do because they wanted to latch on, and they wanted to save fuel, but some guys I forced to stick with us and run the middle, and then others just kind of got left in the dust because I was running full throttle. I wish these guys that are really not caring about fuel would just run the middle, and that's going to force them to get all stacked up and a little weird and make it awkward for them.
Now, the biggest thing I want to point out here, Rockstar, is that, like I said, we do have the fuel roll into effect. They don't want to save too much here because, like I said, it's 5 laps. That's 24 laps of fuel. So essentially, let's do our math here. So when they last came on down was, what, like lap 56, I do believe? Or 57? Something like that? 90?
I think it was 59 for me and 60 for them.
And 60 for them. So that means if they pit on lap 84 or later, they have broken the fuel rule. And that will be a penalty. So, that is a big...
These guys know that.
Yeah, that is a big thing. I mean, like I said that in the pre-race, they should know that is against fuel rule. So, like, that's what I was really getting at, is, like, I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish here.
And I'd say the 14's in the catbird seat now. He's got lapped down cars in between him and P2.
Oh, that's money
P2,
for him. That's money
P2
for him.
The 24?
The 24. The 24 is P2.
And those are teammates, correct?
Yes, that is money. That is music to UK, which is Mo Power Cat's nickname, UK. That is money for him. So, yeah, that is a big thing here that we have to see how this is going to shake on out. VS, how many more laps are left in this race?
22 for leaders.
22 for the leaders. So yeah, these guys are going to be doing this here quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm sure if I'm the 23, I'm just like, or I guess either of the 23s really. I'm just like, okay, like what's going on here? We we had a gorgeous pack of only 5 cars we had to worry about. But then we not only left, not only that, but BSS actually affects you because you're no longer the lucky dog.
Okay, you got guys in front of you now that just took that position because they have nothing to lose. They'll push that 14 to the end at this point.
Yeah.
Because all they really need is a caution, so they're just gonna stick right where they're at and push that 14.
Yeah, and not only that, but everyone still has another round of pit stops to do. That is the biggest thing that we have to look at here. Is not in this pack alone. We have 2 separate races going on. We have the battle for P10 technically, or P11. I apologize, and simultaneously the lucky dog, and then also the battle for the win. So there is so many different strategies here that it is very, very curious to see. Taking a quick detour and to see how the rest of our pack is doing. Here's the 17 to 47, along with the 6. That is P8, 9, and 10. I'm assuming right here. So, yeah, those guys essentially. The 47 is just saying, you know what? I've had this race. He's warming up the tires in the backstretch. Did you see that?
I did too. I am curious if the Agent Orange and the 1 car of Xander, I wonder if they're still catching the field because these guys, after they pass them, I don't think they slowed down. So I think these guys, they got enough cars that are just pushing hard enough, and the other part of the field is just kind of like hanging back. But I think they lost that advantage after the 14 took the lead.
I think the 14, yeah. I think after he took the lead, he's schmoovin' right now. He is not worrying about saving no fuel. Which, like I said, again, that's the biggest thing that we have to look for is if, like the 96, any of these cars pit on 24 laps after than they were supposed to, then they broke the fuel rule and they will be penalized. So that will be a big thing to look out here for. But
I'm curious if they can make it to where they can take less fuel at the end. I just don't know if you probably could save the fuel, but I mean, they were going so slow, they might actually be able to do it, but it's going to be close if you're going to try to take 3/4 of a tank.
Well, even then, 3/4 of a tank, that is, I mean, enough fuel that you might as well just take 4 tires, which at that point nullifies the whole point of saving fuel.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think you could just get away with taking half a tank.
Yeah, that's
There's cross 19 to go. I have 6 laps of fuel, so I don't get what the big idea here is.
I think they outplayed themselves. I really do. I think they outplayed themselves, and I think this 14 might come home a winner today.
Yeah. Well, that's the biggest thing here. So you said you have 6 laps to go, or is that 19 for you, or for 18 for?
It's 18 for the leaders. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So they're coming to 17.
So it's going to be interesting.
I think,
18! Oh, wow. I don't know what happened there, but he absolutely got knocked out of line. I don't know whose lag that was, but that definitely... I have a replay from my stream, so I'm going to see exactly what happened there, but he absolutely got knocked out of the way.
On my screen, he surged into me and then disappeared, like up the track.
Okay, well, I guess the 18, there is the 1 and the 8 making their final pit stop for the race. So there we go. So that means we should be seeing UK come on down here pretty dang soon in order to get his final stop for the run. Speaking of, there we go.
We'll just have to see how the rest of this field plays out. I wonder how long these guys at this point. I don't think you can save fuel because you don't want to get behind these guys. But maybe it's the taking a little bit less fuel thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm confused.
Well, I guess we're gonna be seeing when these guys come on down. That is gonna be the biggest thing.
What lap do they have to come down?
What lap they do have to come on down? BS, like that's where you can help us out here. You were with that pack. What lap?
We're on lap 79, so
When did you
they
come
came
on down last? Let's do the math on that.
I came on down on my lap. What was it? 58, and they came down my 59, so lap 60 for them.
So lap 60, and you are on lap what now?
I'm on lap 79.
So okay, so that means they
Oh.
have. Oh, big
Ooh, a
lap.
little bit of incident here.
Yeah. No caution though.
Getting
Big.
up to speed.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened there, but I guess no caution. So now these guys are have to navigate
These are
that.
lap down cars they're passing. It's gonna be,
Oh,
oof.
yeah. So I guess what we're going to be seeing here is if these guys pit on lap 84 pass, that is violating the fuel rule. So let us know when it's lap 84 or pass for them. Please and thanks.
Yep, no problem. We are taking lap 81 now.
Okay.
And
So they
Why,
still,
what happened to the 14 here? The 14.
He pit
Did
already.
his buddy who? Yeah, but he's by himself. He had guys that came with him, I thought.
Oh, well, think about it. The 37 and the 4 were one of them that were with them. I don't know what happened,
Did they
but
speed or did he speed?
oh,
No,
something
he's
must have
ahead of
happened
him.
here.
He's ahead of him,
Passing
so
7 now.
Yeah, there's a 37. You
Yeah.
guys already passed the 20, or sorry, the 4. So that is going to be huge here.
he
So we're gonna
has
be seeing-
nobody. This is huge. He went to hero to maybe 0.
Well, especially with so many laps being by himself, that's just losing time in the long run. So we're taking lap 82 for them.
Yep, 82 for them, 81 for me, and I have to pit this time.
All right, so that means we're going to be seeing these guys come on down here in the next few laps. So, like I said, if they pit on lap 84 or past, violating the fuel rule. And there, yep, there it goes. There we go. Ooh,
I
the 20
wonder if that incident is what happened to the 14 car's help.
more
Or
than
if that,
likely. But I don't know what happened. That must have really.
That is unfortunate. Because
Yes.
I feel like he was in the catbird seat there.
And there goes the 24. It looks
Mixed
like
strategy here. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that these guys are going to be coming on down next time.
How many
Which
laps
is
till penalty?
Lap 83, which means they have to come on down this time. That is true. They have to come on down in order to not violate the fuel rule.
What if all these guys?
Oh, if they don't, no,
this
they're
is
coming on
gonna
down.
be crazy.
They're coming
Okay.
on. They're coming on down this time.
Okay.
But if they didn't, no, it's an immediate black flag, so they will be scored. Whatever tail end of the lead lap or they on, or whatever lap they're
Oh
on.
my goodness, I feel terrible for the 14.
Oh yeah, but he'll have a little bit of draft here, but he's gonna
That's
immediately
right, because
lose
the
it.
37 should stay out. A couple of these guys should.
Yeah,
for
the
4.
4 and the 37. So essentially, he regained the help that he lost.
They
but-
need to get in line though, if they hope to have
They
any.
took him too because I came out way behind them.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, repeat that?
I think they took 2 because I took 4 and they came out way ahead of me.
Strategy! The 22 is all by himself. He took 2. These guys couldn't be following him. Don't follow the 22. Yes, and they're going to go around. The 22 is just going to follow. And I'm sure that the 17 and the 47 being in a call with one another, they're going to be like, no, I'm going to tow you, man. I'm going to tow you.
And
So
these
the
guys
20
are getting up to speed.
So where are these guys at now?
Second
yep,
group is
they're
coming
just-
down the tri-oval.
Oh, it's going to be
Oh,
close.
this is gonna be close.
But those 3 are lined up. They're already drafting. That was beautifully executed by these guys.
I think if those guys, these 3 would have got lined up faster, they would have been there.
Oh, yeah. No, it's going to be these 3 right here. Those guys are not going to be able to catch. Oh, wow. What a... So, let's rewind here for a second. So, that was a beautiful execution by those 3. And the 23, also the 23, and the 96. These guys are all working with one another. beautiful execution. All came in at the same time. They all had the same thought process. They knew exactly what was going on. They took the same tires, the same fuel, and here they are. And they got up to speed exactly the exact same time. Now, what's up?
10 to go.
10 to go. Thank you. So what I'm seeing here is, look at this second pack here. Let's take a moment here.
The 22.
Oh, the 22.
The 22 is famous for these guys to get them up there.
So this second pack here is the Mopawa teammates, 5 cars deep. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch these guys in time, but they are definitely, if they can get lined up, they're going to be schmoving.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough time in 10 laps unless those guys start racing now. But, you know, those 3 guys up front, they're going to save it for the final 3.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. But I know the 17 of Liam, that is Tansby Vegas. The 47 of Bassbuck, they are just going to be towing that 22. That is their only focus right now. Their point in this race is to bring that 22 closer to that pack so he has a shot at the win. But those 3, they're all talking with one another. They know exactly what to do.
No.
But I think the 22 just lagged himself, or maybe the 47 did, and he now
That's unfortunate.
Oh, yep. That is going to be...
He needs to get going, though. That second pack is coming.
But, I mean, I guess it could be worse.
Just to be able to hang on.
Yeah, he's just going to be latching onto that second pack. Which
Luckily,
that means
a lot of these cars are lapped down.
That's only going to help that second pack, though. 8 laps to go this time. Can they catch him? I don't know if they can.
I don't
8 laps
know.
to go.
It's just...
7.5 now. Oh.
And I liked CTK. I liked how he raced the whole race, but I'm pretty sure you said these guys are the other 23 and the 96 are teammates, correct?
Yes.
So I think he's going to be left in the dust, unfortunately, here at the end. He's going to have to play his cards very hard. You're going to have to play the outside and make it to where they try to go low, block it. You're just going to have to make the best blocks of your lives. If it went on a 2v1.
I'm looking at this pack right here, and they're going to be closing in on Bass and Liam. If they can get everything sorted on out quick, fast, and in a hurry, they may have a one chance if they just keep on trucking.
Yeah.
But even then, I think they're going to run out of time.
It's going to depend on how hard when these 3 start to play.
Yes. Are they going to wait till the final lap? Or are they going to wait for like 2 or 3 laps before? If it's 3 laps before and they start going side by side, I think it's time that maybe they can, because obviously there will be no draft and they will be at the absolute disadvantage to, what is that, a 6-car pack right now? About to be an 8-car pack? Whew.
Yes. The pack is definitely going to be faster than... And if I'm in second and third and I'm guaranteed to know third is my teammate, he's going to push me, I'm waiting till the last lap to make a move, and I'm going to be unorthodox. I'm going to make it on the front stretch coming to the line when he's not going to expect it. Because that's when you hop on the outside. He's going to think, oh, he's going to get the run on the back stretch. No, you got to make that move, come into the white flag right after you pass that line with this type of 2v1.
Well, now,
you don't want him to make any crazy
it,
blocks.
What lap are you doing?
I'm coming to the white at the line. So taking the white, right after I take the white, I'm jumping to the outside because he's going to think, all right, you're gonna wait to the back stretch on the last lap. No, I'm going right after I hit that finish line and taking the white.
Well, we're at 5 to go, right, BS?
You're at 4 to go. Well, yeah, 5 to go for them. They're coming to 4.
They're coming to 4. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, you can see that they're already getting a little bit antsy. I'm sure they're already talking about it. Yeah, they're already peaking right there. Like, the 96 was looking low. I mean, shoot, what's the point in talking as the 17 I see go spinning? He's going to go into probably the pits, honestly. So that's going to hurt the momentum.
He tried to knock like 3 of us up the track, and so he kind of Did that to himself.
Oh well.
These guys are racing now. They're not single
Yeah,
file. So
they're not single file. That's just going to hurt their chances. One of the leaders is going to be the top 3 right now, I feel.
yeah.
So that honestly just killed any hope that they had at catching those top 3.
That sounds just like a driver. Now that I have time to think about it, if I'm guaranteed a push, I would already make the move and go ahead and solidify first and second, and then as teammates you can just race each other because almost waiting for the last lap, he might think about that too much.
3 to go. Now here's also an interesting storyline that I want to talk about. All 3 of these guys, every single one of them, is looking for their first career MRL win in any series.
Ooh.
Any 3 of these.
That spices it up even more.
I know.
I'm hungry. I might say, screw my teammate. Might be push him to the outside. I'm taking the 3rd lane.
Oh man, I think maybe that's what Story Square right there is kind of setting up. But like, think about it. All 3 of these are going for the same goal. They're going for their first career MRL win. T-Bird has finished second 3 times. Story Square has finished second 4 times.
Or just past me below the yellow.
And
tried to. He didn't make
thank
it.
you. 2 to go. 2 to go here. And then you have WRX Mike, who's new to the league, but he's finished runner-up once. All 3 of these are looking at their first win. And with 2 laps to go, make that a lap and a half now. I mean, honestly, I guess step 1, make it to the white flag. And then step 2, caution-free race, by the way. Hey, I that was against my money. So, hey, you know what? There we go.
Very surprised.
But okay, when is this move going to be made? It has to be done here soon. Oh, there goes, there goes Story Square. But he's not going to have any help. It's too soon. Too soon.
Interesting.
So with that,
could we be mistaken in the teammates?
No. This is.
I got forced below to 37, so I'm gonna try to give him the spot.
I am so sad. These guys would have caught them if they stayed single file. They are right there.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's happening! Look at that move!
He's making the blocks. He's making
but that
the
was
blocks.
a big block. The 96 is gonna try. He's gonna go down low. He's gonna go up high.
Yeah, you have to keep it low.
Oh,
no.
I went down low. Oh my
What a
goodness!
block. He's making the block.
What a block by WRX Mike, and I don't think the 96 will have any room. Oh, but look at this 23. Oh, what a move, but he puts. Oh my goodness, no!
He's gonna win this race.
Going into the line, and Story Square will get spun and wrecked, and that goes and takes away his race. I don't know who finished P3 right there. That was intense.
Cyber.
They would have caught them. If they stayed single file, they 100% would have caught them.
So I saved the video.
What a great race by
I
CTK.
don't know what the 4 was up to, but I saved a clip of all that in case it comes up.
Okay.
CTK, what a drive! What a dominant race for him. I felt like he was in control of that whole race.
He was the guy to beat, and much like real life here, that number 23, and I think wasn't it also McDonald's scheme that Bubba won in? Wasn't that also McDonald's?
Yeah, it was. So. I'm pretty sure.
Much like in real life, the 23 goes to victory lane at Talladega for his first career MRL win. Now, that's a story right there. But again, heartbreak for the 96. That was masterclass blocking by the 23. But the 96 just could not get there. And Story Square was also going for the win as well. And he was not willing to work with him. Fast slap to Liam with a 46.5. Not too often we say that. So let's get our top 3 up here into the booth. Nathan in chat, the YouTube chat, saying what a waste of an hour.
I agree.
I've been there.
I've been there.
But hey, I got a top 10, so I've salvaged something.
Yes, actually can't wait to see the full results so I can kind of go through and see what we have here. So, let's get our guys up in here. Rockstar, do you have any preference on who you want to interview?
I really, I'll, I'll do whoever you want me to, but I really like the way the 23 race today.
So you want to do
The Bubba
you
Wallace.
want to do the honors and do our winner?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, then I'll get the other two then. So I'll get Cyber and then T-Bird. So we have our guys coming up here right now as we wait for them. Let's see if we have the full results right now. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Anyone got? No one sent invite. Oh, well, hang on, maybe. Nope. I guess no one sent full results. I guess we will wait. Um, I
I'll
think. What?
I'll send them to you after race ends
Okay.
or after we do interviews and stuff. If nobody else does.
Okay. Well, we do have our top three in here now. So that was a huge race. We Rockstar is going to get our winner. I'm going to get our top two or top other top finishers here. I'm sorry if I can talk. That'd be fantastic. So Cyber, let's rewind here for a second. You were leading for the longest of times, and I don't know what happened. Was it a strategy call or what? But you got out of the lead draft. Was it? I think it was maybe taking four tires that kind of set you back a little bit. But you guys were absolutely trucking in order to get in back into the lead pack, but. You just weren't quite able there. But then you saw Story Square go and spin. You getting a P3 out of it, I mean, that has to feel good.
Actually, that was a two-tire call versus, I guess, just you only for the top three that last pit stop. Yeah, I was really hoping to try to catch the top three if it had to come to that, which I was really praying that the right side's probably not going to make it because I kind of learned that the hard way in the fun season. But, yeah, all in all, I mean, to take a third out of this, I mean, I'll take it. I mean, to survive Dega, I mean, that's the big priority every time we race at Dega or Daytona. Yeah, I was just hoping we would catch them, but we ran out of time, which I'm kind of wishing I could have taken right sides, but I kind of learned, like I said again, from the fun season that taking no tires it could be a really big gamble if you were all making all the way. But oh no, happy with the third. Glad UK came back up to fourth. I was kind of feeling a little miserable up there, so yeah, all in all, good day for Mopar.
Mo Power 3 and 4 right there. That has to feel bad for Story Square though. Hope if he's watching,
Yeah.
just that is like, oh man, that sucks for being in that position. But I mean, his loss is your gain, Cyber. Now if we look to the overall points battle, I mean, you finished a spot up on your rival and teammate UK, bringing the points gap down by 5 points. So that is a big upside for you, especially as we go to Phoenix next week. Phoenix is one of your better tracks. You finished on the podium there in season zero, and then also in Challenger, you had a very good run there as well. But P3 is the place you want to be. I mean, how do you feel about the rest of the season now that I guess the probably one of the last wild cards is out of the way?
Um, I feel alright. I mean, like I said, like one of the races ago when I got on the podium is that if I learned anything from season zero, which was last season, about the run to like the finale, expect the unexpected, and that's what I'm currently keeping my mind on. Like I'm not expecting anything unexpected, like I did last season. So yeah, it should be fun going down the stretch to see what I got left to hopefully catch my teammate maybe.
Oh, well, there we go. I guess we're going to find out now and how the rest of the season is going to go. Six more races left in the season. Now we're going to go into our P2 of the race here. I have to go all the way down to Daniel Suarez, T-Bird. if I'm counting correctly, this is your fifth career runner-up finish here in the well, I guess like all of MRL. You're still looking for your first Cup win. Uh, I mean, you came up one spot short. Bring us through your eyes tonight.
Well, first off, as anyone is having a wedding soon, they could just call me. I'm a free bridesmaid at this point. But I mean, I honestly wasn't worried too much about the win until like the last like couple laps, because I mean the main priority coming out of pit road there was it was me, Mike, and Story, which all three of us were on par tonight. Like, props to those two as well. Like, we had it like set to a T all night long, and that's how we were able to get up there. And the priority for most of that last run was, all right, stay far enough away from the guys behind us that are catching, so we can have a little battle and not have anyone else like interfere at least. And then we went to the last lap, and I started letting off. And Mikey, he's very smart when it comes to defending. He started backing off with me, he knew he was doing. It was going to be hard to get around him. And then Story went for a huge run behind him, and unfortunately they got blocked into the wall. I think that's what happened. Unfortunate for my teammate there. Not normally my teammate. He's normally down Sportsman while I'm up in Cup. But he had a great run all night. Props to him. But I mean, I guess if your team co-owner is Justin Shack, you need to be quite good at restricted plates, or else he'll just fire you. So.
Yeah, well, we did actually miss Justin Shackett, by the way. So I mean, hopefully you won't get fired for finishing P2.
No, I mean like, but I mean like, as I said, like, props and good win to Mike. Props to Story. Props to Kalen. He was helping us out, even though his race had basically been over since like the second pit stop. Yeah, just huge shout out to DKK as a whole. We've had quite the nice season so far, and we'll try to keep going down the final stretch here as a team and see if maybe I could finally break that winless streak. We'll see.
Well, I mean, we still have plenty of more races left to go. Like I said, Phoenix is next week, but we also have another road course that can go and switch things. But then you also have Atlanta for the season finale, which you got your lights win in a few fun, well, I guess the first fun season there as well. So getting it done there could also be a very realistic possibility. But your time in the Cup victory lane is going to be happening sooner or later. But again, oh man, I like that little line that you said in the beginning. Call me up for a wedding because I'm always the bridesmaid. So that was good. But T-Bird P2, excellent points day for you, I should mention. So it was really to the overall scheme of things here. I mean, you're solidifying yourself into the top 10 for next season. So hopefully you can continue that run as we go to Phoenix.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think at this point the goal is to try to stay in the top 5 for the end of the season, try to keep up the great form we've had early in the season, and make a good season out of it. Yeah.
Well, there we go. T-Bird P2 in our race, and now we go to our winner. Rockstar, take it away.
Yeah, I would just like to start as the top. The guys that finished top 3. Thank you for giving us a great show there at the end. Great job. I know one of them got wrecked out, so he didn't make the top 3, but great show by everyone. I enjoyed this race so much. There was strategy, there was speed, there was everything you could ask for. But Mike, I'm sure you're excited about this one. I was watching y'all race, man. You looked very dominant, very comfortable, you knew what you were doing out there. You knew what you wanted. You knew the move you wanted. And you, there at the end, it looked like you made all the right blocks at the right time. And you just had the speed. So I'm curious how you felt there at the end. Probably, what was it, final 5 laps? You know, you got 2 guys that are teammates behind you. You know, what was going through your head there at the end?
First, I want to apologize to Story, man. God damn it. We was working together all night. Me, T-Bird, Story, Kalen, Track at a couple of times, and we were just. I ain't gonna say we was a force to be reckoned with, but we was doing our damn thing though, and you know, what happened with Kalen was I guess he got. I'm sorry, I can't myself my echoing. It's pretty bad. It's kind of hard to talk. Hold on 1 second.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah, so what happened with Kalen was first we was all working as a team, man. We was, even though we're not teammates, we was just just we knew how our communication was on key. And the first pit stop, I'm not sure who ran the back of Kalen, but it cost him, to have a good finish or at least to work with us, even though he kind of still play a factor in helping us out. But coming to the last 5 laps, I kept, well, T-Bird kept saying, just stay in line. Let's just try to sell amongst ourselves because they were gained on us, Cyber and More Power and all them guys. They was gaining like kind of quick on us, but we knew if we could, just stay in line and not fumble around with 5 to go, we knew we was gonna be like the top 3 cars to sell amongst ourselves. So I mean, I'm happy. Happy that I won. But then again, it's like I took somebody that that helped me out through pretty much the entire race, and just pulled a Austin centric. So I mean, yeah.
Mike,
Well, sometimes that's how plate racing goes. Sometimes,
you just
man.
won. You
Yeah,
just won your
yeah.
first
You
race.
just won, man. You gotta show more excitement. This is plate racing. That's how it goes. You had no choice. You had to make those blocks. If you don't make those blocks, there's that chance you don't win the race. And
I'm not.
I heard you touch on the fact of you the 18 still played a factor. I was curious when y'all caught the 18 and he was going to go lap down. Was that a fuel strategy move or was that all right, we're just going to try to get you back on the lead lap, so you're going to lead the pack here when y'all caught him?
The plan was to um who was that echoing? Is that you, PPT?
Nah, man.
The plan was, yeah, it was to have the 18 save fuel with us so he could pit with us. But what happened with the 18 was the 22. I guess he's been having lag issues all night, and he jackhammered back into the 18, and that pretty much took him. That kind of put us in a situation to where we just had to run and stay in line with each other because the 18 was a big help. Actually, the 24 was kind of a big help as well, even though I know he was on a different strategy. But we knew if we could just all stay together and stay in line that the other guys that was behind us that was like far back that caught us, they wasn't able to do anything with us. But um like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm happy as hell. Like with PVT, I called it when I got that podium up in the truck seat. I said if I'm gonna go out there and win it, and that's what I did.
Hey, yeah, and you called your shot, man. Just like you did in the
Again.
All-Star Race Open. Again.
God damn it! Yeah, let's go.
I got
There it
one
is.
final question for you, so you can go celebrate this with your guys. So there, when y'all made the prior to the final stop, y'all made the second to last stop. What was the game y'all were playing that allowed a lot of people to catch y'all, and the 14 in particular, just to blow by y'all? What was that game for? Were y'all trying to take less fuel, tires? What was that game? Me and Patton were trying to figure it out.
Man, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna tell you just like how it is. We was laying off, man. We was laying off like a mother, so and so. We was laying off, man. I'm not gonna lie. We were trying to save enough fuel to where we could take less fuel, so that way we could come out and be ahead of everybody else. Because we knew that the other pack was coming. They actually caught us and passed us. So our plan was to stay behind them because we knew they had the pit within like a few laps ahead of us anyway. So before us. So we just said, you know what, F it. Let's stay behind them. Let's try and run as many laps as we can, and try to take less fuel. Unfortunately, we still had to take a can and a half, which it is what it is with that. But um, what helped us out was when that group came out, they was kind of spread out a little bit, so that kind of helped us out somewhat. So when we pitted, we made sure we all stuck together, coming in and pits and coming out of pits, and it worked out quite well to where we had like a what was like a 5 second gap, T-Bird.
At the beginning of the run, yeah, it was 5 seconds.
Yeah, about 5 seconds. Then they ended up forming their group, and they at least caught us. They at least took away about a second and a half away from us, about 2 seconds away from us. Because they was down to like maybe 3 seconds. But we knew if we match or surpass our laps left to their seconds that they was chopped down on us, if we could surpass that, we knew we was gonna be able to sell it amongst ourselves, which that's what happened. So yeah, your answer, that's your question is we was laying back like crazy just to get less fuel,
Basically, the
Well,
world's fastest game of chicken.
yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
well, y'all made the right call, and I appreciate y'all giving us a good show, and that's what this plate race is about, good teamwork. So I'm glad to see that, and I hope to be back in the booth. I want to thank Pat for letting me be in here. It was fun working with him, and
Question. I'm sorry.
I hope everyone
Question.
else has a good night.
I'm sorry. One question. What did
What's
y'all
up?
think about the beginning of that race? Because I thought that was some damn good two-wide racing.
The Dale
Yes.
line, man, but then everyone abandoned it. What happened
Yeah,
with
we were
that?
like, we were like, I kind of sold out Packers a little bit. I was like, the brick is in the second at that bottom. Maybe this is why this top side is dealing it so hard. But I think y'all were just very committed, and it was very fun to watch. I myself am very much a high side rider at Talladega and Daytona.
I just thought it was cool how they would catch us in the turn, talking about the inside line. They would catch us do the turns, and then we will pull away. It was like a game of like cat and mouse. It was just we get them on the back stretch in the tryover, and then they'll get us through the turns. It was like that for at least about what 6 7 laps. I thought that was pretty cool, and to have a high side rolling, man, that's gonna look good on the highlights.
Oh, definitely. That was that's what I always say is that, like, especially at the plate track, everyone talks about doing the Dale line. It happened at Daytona as well, actually. Just no one planned it. It just happened. Everyone went up there. And with that, I mean, I just want to say, great race, everyone, right there. That was peak MRL Cup Series racing right there. Huge congrats to Mike on your first career MRL win, and it's at the top level. I mean, I know you're trying to get into the top 10 in trucks. We'll see how that works on out there. But hey, that punched your ticket to the All Star, so you don't have to worry
Oh
about the
yeah.
Open. You don't have to worry about the Open. So
Woo!
don't have to go through that whole process again. Um, but Mike, excellent win there, bud. Put the right blocks in the right places. T-Bird, excellent job there. Of course, you're one spot short. And Cyber, another podium to add to your record. And with that, Rockstar, thank you so much for joining me up here. BS as well, thank you for being our in-race reporter. It has been a blast covering Talladega. It always is, even though I personally don't like the track. But I know it always puts on a great show and a good finish. And with that, we're going to close on out for the night. Don't think we're done with the MRL series as well for the rest of the weekend. We have F1 tomorrow, that's at Hungary. And we also have Monday, that is Sportsman Trucks at Vegas. And then Challenger is at Atlanta on Tuesday. So with that, we have plenty more racing left on our docket. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night. Peace.
All right.